You are in an interview and you get this question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? How do you answer that question? I will teach you how to answer that question looking at it from 3 different perspectives. But first off, let's even talk very briefly. Why do you get this question in interviews? Usually, recruiters ask the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years, to better understand your career aspirations, what your goals for the future are, long or short-term goals, and how being here in this interview, sitting for this job, is going to help you meet those goals. So it's some form of assurance they're looking for. So now let's imagine that you're one of 3 categories of people. The first category, you're a fresh graduate, straight out of school, you're sitting in this interview, probably your first few interviews, and you get asked this question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? How do you answer that question? I would like you to focus on showing how this job is going to support your long-term goals. So for example, let's imagine you studied a particular subject in school and now you're interviewing for a different job or a different role. You really want to show the transferable experiences that are between what you have studied in school and what you're trying to achieve on this job. So you can say things like, working in this job or working on this role is going to give me exposure to this sort of experiences that covers, and then mention the things in the job description. That would tell the recruiter that you have thought about the role, you've thought about how that role intersects with whatever you did in school and how that is going to help you meet your career goals. Let's imagine category number 2. You're an experienced hire. Maybe you've come in from another country and you're trying to interview for this job that is not a direct continuation of what you used to do in your home country. How do you explain, or how do you answer the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Now, for you, the best way to answer that question, or one of the best ways to answer that question, is to reference the fact that, yes, you have transferable experience and skills from the previous job you were doing in your home country, and this is how this new job fits into settling you in this country. So, for example, you might say something like, whilst I was in my home country, or for the last couple of years, I have been working in such industry. Now I am looking to position and pivot my skills into the current industry of the current job that you're currently interviewing for. And this is how this is going to help your long-term aspirations. What you want to do at this point is to show to the recruiter that you can see a direct connection between what you used to do before and what you're currently trying to do now. So let's imagine that you're interviewing for this current job, which is at a managerial level. And previously you have worked as a senior manager. So the interviewer is asking you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And this is how you're going to try and answer that question. Or in 5 years' time, I see myself working at this level, doing this job because